My dear friends, today we celebrate the feast of Saint Porphyrius, the Bishop of Gaza. Saint Porphyrius, Archbishop of Gaza, was born about the year 346 at Thessalonica. His parents were people of substance, and this allowed Saint Porphyrius to receive a fine education. Having the inclination for monastic life, he left his native region at 25 years of age and set off for Egypt, where he lived in the Nitrian desert under the guidance of Saint Macarius the Great. There he also met Saint Jerome, who was then visiting the Egyptian monasteries. He went to Jerusalem on pilgrimage to the holy places and to venerate the life creating cross of the Lord. Then he moved into a cave in the Jordanian wilderness for prayer and ascetic deeds. After 5 years, Saint Porphyrius was afflicted with a serious malady of the legs. He decided to go to the holy places of Jerusalem to pray for healing. As he lay half conscious at the foot of Golgotha, Saint Porphyrius fell into a sort of trance. He beheld Jesus Christ descending from the cross and saying to him, "Take this wood and preserve it." Coming out of his trance, he found himself healthy and free from pain. Then he gave away all his money to the poor and for the adornment of the churches of God. For a time, he supported himself by working as a shoemaker. The words of the Savior were fulfilled when the saint was 45 years old. The Patriarch of Jerusalem ordained Saint Porphyrius to the holy priesthood and appointed him custodian of the venerable wood of the cross of the Lord. In 395, the bishop of the city of Gaza in Palestine died. The local Christians went to Caesarea to ask Metropolitan John to send them a new bishop who would be able to contend against the pagans which were predominant in their city and were harassing the Christians there. The Lord inspired the Metropolitan to summon the priest Porphyrius with fear of trembling and ascetic accepted the office of bishop, and with tears he prostrated himself before the life-creating wood and went to fulfill his new obedience. In Gaza there were only 3 Christian churches, but there were a great many pagan temples and idols. During this time there had been a long spell without rain, causing a severe drought. The pagan priests brought offerings to their idols and the vows did not cease. Saint Porphyrius imposed a fast for all the Christians. He then served all night vigil, followed by a church procession around the city. Immediately, the sky covered over with storm clouds, thunder boomed, and abundant rains poured down. Seeing this miracle, many pagans cried out, "Christ is indeed the only true God." As a result of this, 127 men, 35 women, and 40 children were anointed the church through holy baptism, and another 110 men soon after this. My friends, the pagans continued to harass the Christians. They passed them over for public office and burned them with the taxes. Saint Porphyrius and Metropolitan John of Caesarea journeyed to Constantinople to seek redress from the emperor. Saint John Chrysostom received them and assisted them. My friends, Saint Porphyrius held Christianity in Gaza to the very end of his life and guarded his flock from the vexatious pagans. Through the prayers of the saint, numerous miracles and healings occurred. The holy archpastor guided his flock for 25 years and reposed in 1420 at an advanced age.